ASMR Coffin Radio.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Coffin Radio. I am Heartthrob Rob, and today we are talking about Major League Wrestling Fusion, Season 1, Episode 3. It's the third episode of MLW Fusion, and the bio reads, Ross Von Erich hopes to continue his momentum following last week's World Tag Team title defense, but the filthiest fighter in the sport might have something up his sleeve. Third episode of MLW Fusion here on Vice. I missed the second episode, but I did catch episode 1, which I thought was very good. You know, I'm an AEW fan. I'm a WWE fan. Been a fucking WWF fan. I've watched a grip of 80 shit, but like I really started watching it the new generation, aka like 93 when I'm about 6 years old. Anyways, MLW Fusion, third episode here. It starts off with Logan Creed versus Moonshine Mantell. Two big guys here. You know, Logan Creed, obviously taking his name from Wolverine, and Moonshine Mantell go in there. They maybe do about 7 minutes. Two big guys giving it up. And in the end, Logan Creed defeats Moonshine Mantell. Next, we have Eric Stevens making his MLW debut, defeating a local boy here. Shout out to the homeboy Douglas James. Puts on a hell of a match with his Iron Heart. Douglas James, man, looks real good out there. Eric Stevens, unfortunately, making his debut, and he gets the victory over Douglas James. But Douglas James has nothing to worry about, man. That was a great match you had out there. I've seen you at Suburban Scum, and I can't wait to see some more of your matches, man. So keep going, doing your thing. Next, we have King Mo, who defeats Dr. Dax. King Mo, big guy, got a great name, great look. So it's good to see King Mo out here doing some business, and you know, for him to come from an MMA background to now doing professional wrestling, and has been for almost 10 years now, it's good to see him out here doing his thing still. Next, we have the headlining match here, Ross Von Erich versus Tom Lawler. It's really a back and forth here. You know, apparently this beef has been brewing for quite some time. I like the Von Erichs, man. I'm a huge fan of them. I've heard the name Filthy Tom Lawler quite a bit, but just watching MLW, I think is the first time I've actually seen him. But they go out there and they have a good match, you know, a decent match here. But in the end, it's the rest of Team Filthy. Garini comes out for the DQ, giving Ross Von Erich the DQ finish over Tom Lawler. As the bad guys are, you know, start making their kicking ass, Marshall, Ross's brother, comes out and he makes the save. But unfortunately, the rest of Team Filthy comes out and they're too much for the two Von Erich boys to handle. And as we go off, the Von Erichs are getting beat up in Texas. So definitely some heat in there. You know, the matches for this one weren't as good as, you know, the first one. God bless them. The Von Erichs are great, but I think Marshall is really the better wrestler here for me. I really like Marshall. I think he's a little bit better than Ross. Invested in Marshall. Douglas James, again, local boy, so I thought he was really good out there. Hard to sit through that first match there. King Mo match, it is what it is. But I'm happy to see any sort of wrestling, man. Maybe just I caught them on an off week. Maybe the next week's episode will be a little bit better. The talkings in between, I mean, by the way, Contra Unit still can cut a hell of a promo. Anytime Joseph Samel is on there, anytime we have Jacob Fatu, great. Alex Hammerstone, great. But, you know, I was hoping for a little bit more this week, but maybe next week we'll catch a better one. But let me know what you guys think about it, man. We'll talk about it in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you like what you're watching, then hop in the coffin. Follow us on social media at Coffin Radio. Coffin spelled with a K. And that's all for today.
ASMR Coffin Radio.